You may have seen some of my lectures on Udemy on the topic of assignment and transportation problem. Today, what I wish to do is to teach you how to solve a transportation problem using Microsoft Excel. Okay, so let's go to a problem right now. I'll share the screen where I have created an Excel file. This is an Excel file. What you can see here is a transportation problem which is of the size 3 by 5. See, there are 3 origins called as O1, O2, O3 and 5 destinations called as D1, D2, D3, D4, D5. Okay, the availability in the various origins O1, O2, O3 is given as 100, 125, 175 and the destinations demand has been given as 60, 80, 85, 105, 70. Okay, incidentally, both these total to 400. 100 plus 125 plus 175 and 60 plus 80 plus 85 plus 105 plus 70, both of them total to 400. That means it's a balance problem. So you must ensure that the problem is a balance problem before feeding it into Excel. You must ensure that it's a balance problem. Okay. Now before solving it through Excel, you must ensure that Excel add-in has been enabled in Excel. For example, in Excel here, when you click on the top button, you will find here Excel options. Okay. In Excel options, in the add-ins, see here, there is this thing for add-in. In the add-in, you must select Excel solver from here. Okay. For example, solver add-in, it says here solver add-in. You must select this, then manage Excel add-in, and then it says go. So press on go. Okay. Then you will get a window box. In a window like this, you will get a solver add-in and click on OK. That means solver add-in has been installed in your Windows machine. Now, how to check whether solver has been installed in the Windows machine? Go to Data tab here in Windows. Go to Data tab. At the end of it, you will find a solver, mention of solver. So this is the link for solver. This is what we are going to use. Okay, fine. So coming back to the problem, this is O1, O2, O3, 3 origins by D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, 5 destinations. So 3 by 5 problem, which is a balance problem. And this problem can be for maximization or minimization. It does not matter. Here the problem is for minimization. So I'm saying minimum cost. Okay. Somewhere in one of the cells, I'm just typing it as minimum cost. What we are going to do is, in this minimum cost, we are going to target a cell. For example, let's say what is this cell? This is E2. Either E2 or F2, we are going to generate the cost. Now, what will be the cost? Cost will be, these are cell costs. See, for example, O1, D1, the cost of the cell is 19. That means every unit transported from O1 to D1 is going to cost you 19 monetary units, $19, 19 rupees, 19 pounds, and so on. Okay. Now D1, like similarly O3, D5, this cell can be called as O3, D5, O3 row, D5 column, and the cost is 18. Okay. And the overall objective is to find out an allocation pattern over here in these cells such that the total cost of transportation is minimum. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are developing here the allocation pattern. Here we are going to type the allocations. We are going to get the allocations using solver tool such that the total of first row will be equal to 100. Total of second row will be equal to 125. Total of third row will be equal to 175. So here I must get totals in these cells. See here. This is row 1 total. This is row 2 total. This is row 3 total. These will be 100, 125, 175. Then here column totals, for example, column totals are 60, 80, 85, 105, 70. So here I'll get 60, here I'll get 80, here I'll get 85, here I'll get 105, and here I'll get 70. So these will be row and column totals. They must match as per the original problem, which we have chosen as a balance problem. Okay. Now, so here I am feeding. This is preparatory work to going into solver. Now I am preparing this sheet to be able to get into solver, and then I'm going to stipulate some condition. So here in this cell, what is this cell? This is nothing but row total. This row total. So I'm adding a formula here equal to sum of what? Sum of this D1, D2, D3, D4, D5. So C16 to G16 has been totaled up, and if I press enter, I'll get 0 because presently there are no allocations in these cells. The allocations here are 0. But if you see this formula, what is the formula here? If you see in the formula bar, you will get a formula called as sum of C16 to G16. And what will this be equal to? This will be equal to 100 when the problem is solved. Okay. Now similarly, this cell over here, I'm going to generate the total of second row. That will be equal to 125. Okay. So here I'm simply copying the formula. I'm saying Control C, and these two cells, I'm saying Control V. So this is what, this is G17, C17 to G17. This is C18 to G18. So this way we have developed the row totals. Similarly, we'll now develop the column totals. Okay. Now column totals will be sum of the three numbers in that column. O1 D1, O2 D1, O3 D1 will be totaled up in the selected cell. So I'm typing here equal to sum opening bracket. Okay. Then I'm going to this cell. This is the first cell of the sum, second cell, third cell, and I'm pressing enter. So what have we got in this cell? We have got a formula called as sum of C16 to C18. So this is a column total, and this formula will be copied in the remaining 4 columns. So I'm just selecting this cell. I'm saying Control C. Then I'm going to the next cell. These 4 cells I'm going to copy the formula. So I'm doing Control V. Now if you see here, this formula will be D16 to D18. This will be E16 to E18. Okay. And this, for example, will be G16 to G18. So what we have done is the allocations which are going to appear here, we have totaled them up, and totaled them up. Right now the total is 0 because the cells are blank. And this is going to be the place where the solution is going to appear. Okay. The solution, final solution is going to appear here. Okay. Now, these two matrices have been created. This was a given matrix. This is a new matrix which I have created where the allocations are going to appear. And now I am typing here minimum cost, either E2 or F2 cell I am choosing. Okay. Now here what we want is, we want the total cost of transportation to be placed into this cell. And what is the total cost? The total cost will be sum of multiplication of this matrix into this matrix. Because see, here the allocations are going to come. Here the costs are there. So for example, O1 D1, there may be allocation, there may not be allocation. But what is the cost of O1 D1? The cost of O1 D1 will be the cell cost, which is 19, multiplied by the cell allocation. Okay. So first matrix multiplied by second matrix will give me the allocation cost of cell O1 D1. Okay. If the allocation is there, there will be cost. Otherwise, it will be treated as 0. So if I take this matrix multiplied by this matrix by respective numbers, that cost should appear here in either E2 or F2. Let me choose F2. Okay. Now I'm saying here, I'm typing a formula which will generate a total of first matrix into second matrix, cell by cell. Okay. So the formula is equal to sum, it's not sum, it's sum product, SUMPRODUCT, sum product, opening bracket. Okay. Now leave the opening bracket as it is, equal to sum product opening bracket. Okay. Now come here. This is the first cell of the first matrix. I'm going to choose this entire matrix. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, first row chosen. keeping the shift key pressed, I'm choosing the second row, I'm choosing the third row. So all the 15 cells have been selected. So if you see in the formula bar, what is appearing is the sum product of C18 to G10. Okay. C18 to G10 is appearing. Now this has to be multiplied by the second matrix where the allocations are going to be placed. So I am saying now multiplied by is denoted by star in Excel. So multiplied by star. Okay. Now I am going to feed this matrix. The address of this matrix will be first cell have selected, O1 D1 cell has selected, O1 D1, O1 D2, O1 D3, O1 D4, O1 D5. Okay. Then second row, third row. So 3 by 5 matrix has been selected. Look at the formula. It is sum product into bracket C8 to G10 multiplied by C16 to G18, and I press equal to the closing bracket need not be given. Closing bracket will come on its own. Okay. Now here the value is coming as 0. Look at the formula. The formula is very much there. Sum product C8 to G10 multiplied by C16 to G18. C16 to G18 is here. C8 to G10 is here. So this multiplied by this cell by cell multiplication and addition of such numbers. So I am using the formula sum product. Okay. Now this is the preparatory work. Before getting into solver, this is the preparatory work. Now this is the cell which I want to minimize, that is F2. So I keep the cursor on this cell. Okay. Cursor is on cell F2 where the final transportation cost is going to be generated. Now I am going to the solver tool. Okay. In solver tool, how to go into solver tool? Click on data tab. The solver tool is shown at the end. So click on solver tool. Okay. Now see here, solver tool has opened a window corresponding to solver tool. What is the target cell? Okay. This is the target cell. The target cell is shown as F2. Can you see? It is F2. So F2 is the target cell which has been shown here. Okay. Now set the target cell F2, and is the problem for minimization or maximization? It is for minimization. So equal to minimization. So choose between maximization and minimization. Choose minimization. Okay. Now by changing cells, what is the meaning of by changing cells? By changing the allocations. And where are the allocations stored? The allocations are stored here. Allocations will be generated in these cells in the second matrix. So by changing cells, I go to the first cell. Okay. First cell, see the formula has come there. C16 is the first cell. Sorry, there was an interruption. We were here. See, set the target cell. We have set the target cell as F2, correct? And in F2, the total cost has been, the formula has been fed that sum product. Okay. Now, by changing cells, where the allocations are going to be shown. So these are the allocations which are going to appear here when the problem stands solved. Okay. Now we want to add conditions. What are the conditions? I'll first specify the condition. The conditions are that these row totals, okay, where the allocations will be shown, the row totals will be equal to, as per the original problem, 100, 125, 175. These will be the row totals, and column totals will be 60, 80, 85, 105, 70. So these are the conditions. Okay. So I am saying add. What is the condition to be added? This is the cell where the row number 1 total has been made. This is equal to, what is it equal to? It is equal to 100. Okay. So H16 should be equal to H8. This has been condition which has been added here. Now I am adding second condition. This row total should be equal to, okay, what should be equal to? Second row total is 125. So add. Okay. Third row total, which is in H18, should be equal to 175. That is H10. H18 should be equal to H10. Add 3 row totals have been specified. Now similarly we'll specify 5 column totals. For example, this column total should be, now say it is in which cell? C19. This cell is C19. This should be equal to, okay, this, okay, so add. Similarly, 4 more column totals. This should be equal to 80. Add second column total. Third column total should be equal to 85. Add fourth column total equal to 105. Add fifth column total equal to 70. Add or okay. Now conditions are finished, so I am saying okay. Okay, now see the box. What has happened in the box? This we have selected as target cell F2, which is continuing to be there. By changing cells C16 to G18, that is the allocations which are going to come here, C16 to C18. Whatever are the allocations, Excel will try at putting various numbers in this and finally get the solution for us. And options. This is important. When we click on options, we must choose assume linear model, because this is linear programming, part of linear programming, and assume non-negative, because negative allocation in a cell does not make any sense. So assume linear model, assume non-negative, and then press on OK. Okay, fine. We are ready. Now we'll just solve the problem by clicking on solve. Okay. Now see here the cost is going to appear. In the first cell, target cell, that is F2, the cost is going to appear. So I am clicking on solve. Now let's see. See the cost has come there, 7205. And what are the allocation? The allocations are what? See here. O1 D2 allocation is 15. O1 D3 allocation is 85. Okay, so first row there are 2 allocations. Second row there are 2 allocations, 20 here, 105 here. Third row there are 3 allocations, 40, 65, and 70. Rest of the cells have 0 allocation. That means they are empty cell. Now what we can do is we can save this scenario. We can say answer, okay, and say okay. So one more sheet will be generated where the answer will be specified. There are other ways of doing it. Sensitivity can also be found out about this, and press OK. Then the sensitivity sheet also will be generated, but we are not on that right now. We are saving the answer only. So keep the solver solution, press OK. Now see, one sheet has got added here. One more sheet, which is here. What are the allocations? It is shown here. Target cell was F2. Name was minimum cost. Original value 0. We started with 0. Now what is the final value? 7205 is the cost of transportation. Okay, this is one of the problems solved by me in the Udemy lectures. If you see, you will be able to find out that the minimum cost is actually 7205. And see how many allocations are there. Let's total up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 allocations. That means this solution, by using our own algorithm of northwest corner rule or least cost method or Vogel's approximation method or the MODI for phase 2, we require how many allocations? We require m plus n minus 1, where m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns. So m plus n minus 1 in this case would be 3 plus 5 minus 1, that is 7, and we have got actually 7 allocation. See, so we have got a non-degenerate solution of the original problem, and this is the way you can formulate any problem for that matter and solve it in Excel using the tools. First, ensure that Excel is there, okay, by seeing that add-in has been selected. Once the add-in has been selected, let it be there. Develop the matrix first. Cost matrix is given to you. You develop the allocation matrix with 0 allocation right now. Then develop the row totals and put the formula. Row totals are equal to row totals as per the original formula, original matrix. And this way we can do it, and we can solve in fact any size. Like for example, if I was to solve 10 by 100 or 10 by 20 matrix, Yes, it can be solved manually. It would be very difficult, but in Excel you saw the time it took. It took about less than half a minute. Okay, so this is how it has to be done, and this is the way to use Excel solver as a tool to solve transportation problems, which is one of the important algorithms in operations research. Okay, thank you.